Hello, welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. Thank you guys for being here today. Look, I made Donald hold my microphone. He's got little magnetic paws, so he can hold that. Normally I clip it onto my lapel, so it's kind of weird when I'm wearing a normal t-shirt where to put the microphone. So Donald is my solution for today. Anyways, I digress. Let's go into Disneyland, try some more Halloween food. We're almost completing the list that I had made of all the Halloween food that I wanted to try. So let's try to get a couple more things, and let's just go have a fun time in the parks. This is actually really nice to see. They covered it with a tarp that is painted to look like the railroad station. It kind of stuck out like a sore thumb before because when you first walk into the park, you're so used to seeing the Disneyland Railroad and that old tarp was just plain brown. I really like this. It's the little things that make a huge difference. That's really cool though. I like that a lot. Alright, it's fairly busy today, so hopefully I can get a spot to eat, but I'm going to go to Plaza Inn just to sit. I'm going to pick up the new blueberry corn dog from the Little Red Wagon. So let's do the mobile order. We'll go pick that up and have some lunch. I went to the Little Red Wagon on Main Street and I picked up the blueberry corn dog. This is a new Halloween treat that they have. It's part of the Halloween Foodie guide and I'm trying to get through almost all that food that I possibly can. I think I'm like 70-80% done with the foodie guide, so that's an accomplishment in itself. I only come twice a week, so it is hard to try everything, but I'm glad I'm trying a lot of it, and that way I can give you guys an idea of what's worth trying and what's worth skipping. This looks really interesting. This has to be one of the most unique items on the entire foodie guide. It's a blueberry compote with a bacon powdered sugar on one of their corn dogs. And they put a lot of blueberry on it. There's actually a lot on there. I'm very, very surprised. I was wondering if it was just gonna be a little bit of blueberry or how that was gonna work. It looks really good. I think this will work. I like the sweet, savory combinations. I like that a lot usually. I think to me, it kind of reminds me of like a pancake with the corn batter and the blueberry compote on top. It's kind of like having pancakes with berries, but then it'll have a savory hot dog in the middle. We'll try it and we'll see how it is. It does come with a bag of chips. It was $10.61 with the bag of chips. You can swap out for a clementine or you can pay like $2 extra and get hot Cheetos. They have a couple other options too, but if you want just the plain Lay's, that's gonna be $10.61 for that. So let's give it a bite. Without further ado, let's try this because I've really been anticipating this. I've been looking forward to this one a lot. I like it. This is not going to be everybody's favorite. The blueberry might throw you off a little bit. It kind of tastes like a blueberry pancake with a little bit of a sausage hot dog vibe to it. If you like breakfast sausage and you like blueberries and stuff with pancakes, you're probably going to enjoy this. I would absolutely get this again. I really like it. Let me give it one more bite. I want to try to get more of the blueberry compote on there. Look, get a nice amount of that right on that bite. It definitely overwhelms the bacon powdered sugar on getting this blueberry, which is totally fine. It's really good. It's a good blueberry compote. It's not overly sweet. It's got a little bit of tartness from the blueberries. I really, really like this. I would get this one again in a heartbeat. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. This is really, really good. If you want savory sweet combination, you can't decide if you want dessert or lunch, this is great. Obviously the corn dogs at Disneyland are awesome. This is no exception. I really, really like this a lot. And you can get a strawberry wagonade. That's the best strawberry lemonade in Disneyland. It's the best lemonade I've had at Disneyland. But you can get that at the Little Red Wagon. I'd recommend ordering that with this. That'd be a great lunch. You're really gonna like this though. You will not be disappointed. Give this a try. You're really gonna be surprised. I like this one a lot. Definitely gets 2 thumbs up from me. Hey guys, it's Rick. when I was editing this part, I noticed the audio was not working. My microphone stopped working for this section for some reason. I guess I was having technical difficulties and I didn't notice until I came back and was reviewing the footage while I was editing. All I was telling you guys is that this was the third shirt that I tie-dyed. I like the purple, the orange, and the green. Kind of reminds me of DCA and Disneyland combined, because DCA has purple Halloween decorations, Disneyland has orange Halloween decorations, so I kind of got the best of both worlds going, and I really like the concentric circles. The only thing is that I made Mickey's face a little too dark purple. I need to scrub that with some OxyClean or some detergent, and that'll help fade the color, and Mickey will be more visible. But I really like the back, I like the front, I just like how this one turned out. I wish I did put some hidden Mickeys into some of my shirts. Maybe I'll go back and put little hidden Mickeys somewhere in there though. But yeah, it's a really fun shirt, really fun project. That's just a little fit check for you guys. There is a treat at Cafe Daisy I want to try next, so let's go to Cafe Daisy, try those apple donuts out. So it's about moderately busy today, a medium crowd level. It's not too busy, it's not the busiest it's been, but it is fairly busy. I wasn't able to get a table earlier for lunch, that's why I went to the DVC lounge. I got super lucky this time. I got a spot on the porch in Toontown. I went to Cafe Daisy, I did a mobile order, and I picked up 2 items that I've been wanting to try. One of these is kind of controversial. I've heard that it's terrible, other people liked it, so we'll see how I feel about it. I really like tea, so I might like it. This is the Toontown Fall Harvest Pumpkin Iced Tea. It's sweet tea with vanilla, pumpkin spice syrup, whipped topping, caramel drizzle, and a cinnamon sugar. It looks good. I like tea a lot. I don't like tea to be super sweet though. Like when I left the DVC lounge, I got this tea. It's mostly unsweetened tea with a splash of lemonade. It's kind of my little hybrid Arnold Palmer I like to make, but I like it less sweet. So we'll see if it's too sweet or how it's gonna be. It does need to be stirred up. It's starting to kind of drip down to the bottom, but I'm gonna stir it all up, try to get a little bit of everything in there. That way the whipped cream kind of blends in and it's more homogenized, more of an even sip. So let me try this first. It's kind of melting. I love caramel though. I love when caramel's on whipped cream. That's kind of nice. I gotta try the whipped cream and caramel. It's got cinnamon sugar on top of the whipped cream and the caramel too. That's gonna be good on its own. Wow. That's a really good combination. I really like caramel, I love whipped cream, but I love the cinnamon sugar on there too. It works really well together. I think I'm gonna like this actually. All right, let's give this a sip and see. It's kind of gritty because of the sugar. It doesn't dissolve into the cold tea, but something's like wrong with the flavor. Let me try it again. I don't know. It is very sweet. It's very sweet, so that's not that great for me. If you like sweet drinks, you might like this a little more. I can't quite put my finger on it, but reminds me of like a cream soda in a weird way. It's not fizzy, it's not carbonated, so it's not like a soda, but the flavor kind of reminds me of a cream soda a little bit. That is weird. I'm stumped. The more I drink it, the more I like it, but initially I wasn't a fan. By the third sip, it's kind of growing on me in a weird way. It's very hard to describe. I don't get a lot of pumpkin spice flavor in it at all. It tastes more like Dr. Pepper or cream soda, just very, very subtly. And the tea itself is really sweet. I don't get a lot of vanilla flavor. I can taste the caramel and I can taste the cinnamon sugar since I stirred those in. It's good, but it's not great. I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. I don't think I'd get this one again, but I am glad I tried it. At least I gave it a go. The next one I got is the Daisy's Goody-Goody Donuts. This is something that's usually available. There's always these mini fried donuts. They're freshly fried, they're house made, but this is the seasonal option. This is the one for Halloween. And it's a mini apple cider donut with spiced apple sugar. It smells really good. When you walk up to that window, the smell just wafts out and permeates the whole area. It smells like a county fair, like how they're fresh frying those mini donuts at a county fair. Really took me back like to being at a county fair as a kid. I got this vivid memory. It's a really good smell though. Looks really good too. I like apple flavored things, so let me try one of these and just see how it is. They're nice and fresh and hot, and there's a lot of sugar coating them, so I think these are going to be really good. That is not what I expected it to be. It is tangy. You can taste the apple cider, like almost like apple cider vinegar. It's really, really tangy, and it tastes like a green apple Jolly Rancher. It's very tart, much like that apple churro that I had. This is very tart. I think it would be good with some kind of dipping sauce, even like a cream cheese dipping sauce. Might make it a little sweeter, but it would be good with a dipping sauce. It's good. It's also not my favorite. This I like better than the drink, though. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It scores pretty high because it's a delicious donut. How can you go wrong with that? But I don't like the sourness of it. I think it'd get a better score if it was not quite as sour. It's good, though. I would get these again, definitely, but I'd probably skip on the tea. Let me try one more bite. Yeah, I love that it's a fresh donut. You can't go wrong with that. But it is a little more sour than I'd like it to be. It does have a really good apple flavor to it, and I do like the apple cider element. And I think it should be a little more of a spice flavor, though, more like a pumpkin spice, or like it says, spiced apple sugar. I think having a little more cinnamon and nutmeg would help it. It is good. It's not great. But yeah, I'm glad I tried these. At least I got a spot to sit and had a good little snack here. I think I might do single rider for Matterhorn next. The wait is 40 minutes. Let's see if the single rider is short enough. We'll try to go to that, though. It's been a while since I rode Matterhorn, so that'd be something fun to do. So let's go look at the line for that. That was a 6-minute wait for the single rider for Matterhorn. That was a very rough ride, though. Rougher than last time. I think the left side is a little rougher than the right side, but that was a lot of fun. I'm glad I did it. 6-minute wait, so you can't beat that. I am going to take a gamble. Space Mountain is 60 minutes. I want to see what the single rider will be like for that, though. Since Matterhorn was such a quick wait, it had a 40-minute posted wait for Matterhorn, and I got on in 6 minutes. So let's see if there's somewhat of a short wait for single rider. I hope it's like 30 minutes or less, but I don't mind waiting up to 30 minutes. I have not been on Space Mountain since it reopened. So let's go do that next. Then I'm going to grab some dinner right after that. I'm actually not going to do Space Mountain. The single rider line was outside next to the theater, zigzagged up and down. So I think that would have been a really long wait, probably close to an hour. So we're going to skip that for now. I'm going to go grab dinner at Red Rose Tavern. So let's go get some dinner next. I got a nice spot here at Red Rose Tavern, one of my favorite places to eat. The problem is every time I come here, I want the tater tots because I can smell those. I can smell it wafting from the kitchen, and it makes me hungry for tater tots. I love their tater tots. They're crispy, but they're potatoey and soft and pillowy on the inside. Those are so good. I could live off of those with the barbecue sauce, the honey mustard, and the ranch that they have on tap here. Now, I got 2 items here that I wanted to try for the Halloween season. I haven't had either of these, but I've heard both are good, so hopefully these turn out to be good. I've heard mixed reviews about the Enchanted Pumpkin Stuff. This is the Enchanted Pumpkin Stuff. It's basically their version of the gray stuff, but it's for the Halloween season. It has pumpkin mousse with pumpkin cake, apricot marmalade, topped with green sprinkles, silver stars, chocolate branch, and leaves. I don't see any of the silver stars, but that's okay. Looks good. I love pumpkin everything, so I think I'm going to enjoy that. The only thing that's weird is the apricot marmalade. I think that's a weird choice with pumpkin. I thought it would have been another like pumpkin pie kind of filling on the inside, so we'll see how that is. But I want to try the savory item first. This is the Autumnal Harvest Flatbread. It's roasted butternut squash puree, roasted mushrooms, feta, roasted diced butternut squash, topped with garlic miso sauce and fried sage. I'm worried that the fried sage is going to be too strong. It's not fully plant-based, so I'm assuming the feta is real feta cheese, but other than that, it should be vegetarian. It's just not vegan. I love mushrooms. Some of the bites have a lot of mushrooms, and I think I'm really going to enjoy that. I don't know if you get a bite of that fried sage, I think all you're going to taste is fried sage. It reminds you of stuffing from Thanksgiving, so I think that's what they were going for with the autumn vibes here. It looks good. It doesn't have like pizza sauce or normal cheese, but it has a pureed butternut squash on it with chunks of butternut squash. It does look really good. I want to try it, but I want to bite with everything. So let's give this a bite here first. Get a piece of feta. Ooh, this bite has a lot of mushrooms on it. And I think with this bite, I'll just get a little piece of the sage, not the whole thing. So that'll be perfect there. That is not what I expected. That is surprisingly delightful. It's very earthy. It definitely should be called autumnal flatbread like they call it. It is very reminiscent of fall. I did get ranch on the side just in case it's not good. You can dip anything in ranch, you know, any pizza in ranch makes it better. This doesn't need the ranch though. It's not too dry, but it's not very moist either. It could use a little bit of mozzarella cheese. I think that's the only thing I changed. I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. This is really good. It's good for theme park pizza. It's not what you would expect from pizza. I like the earthiness of the mushrooms, the butternut squash adds sweetness, and the sage is not overpowering if you get just a little piece of that. I think if you ate the entire piece of sage like that, that would be a little overpowering, because sage is a very strong flavor that could kind of wreck your palate. I like the feta cheese on top. It's nice and tangy, a little bit stinky in a good way, and the flatbread crust is really nice. This is a really, really solid option. I would definitely recommend this. This is the Enchanted Pumpkin Stuff. I don't know if I got a bite of the marmalade though. I got a bite here. I might have to dig in further for the marmalade to try it all, but let's give this a try. I think I'm gonna like this. I like pumpkin everything, so I should like this a lot. That is really very good. That's a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I really like that a lot. It reminds me of pumpkin pie, but it's got a cake texture to it, a cake consistency. I didn't get any of the marmalade. I'm not sure. I had to dig for the apricot marmalade. It's on the top in the center, only on the top. So I want to try that too to see how that is with the pumpkin. The apricot actually does come through. It actually works really well with the pumpkin flavor. I like this a lot. 9.5 out of 10. It's not overly sweet. It's not as sweet as you think a dessert from Disney would be. I really, really like this. I'd get this again. Now I must confess, I've never had the regular gray stuff here. Just never got around to trying it. I'll try that sometime when the regular option replaces the seasonal option. I'll definitely try that. So I don't know how to compare this to the gray stuff. I know the gray stuff is cookies and cream flavored, so I probably like that. I really like this a lot. I would definitely get both of these options again. It's a really nice dinner. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the rest of my dinner though. It's not too crowded anymore, which is really nice. And yeah, I definitely come back for both of these items though. Maybe they're putting in more water fountains. This is awesome to see though. This is over by the Pooh Corner gift shop, right in front of the entrance of the gift shop. They have another water bottle refill station. I'm so glad to see these pop up. They need them everywhere, so it's great to have another one. So yeah, come into Critter Country if you need to refill your water. Thank you guys for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. It was a really nice day. I'm glad the weather is starting to cool down. Although it is supposed to be 89 next week, October can still get some heat waves, so we're not quite into the fall weather yet, but I'm very much looking forward to fall. I love the fall time. It's my favorite time of year. I love the weather, and I love winter too. I just really like being cold, so fall and winter are definitely my favorite. We had a lot of really, really good food today. I had a really good time though. I hope you guys had a good time coming along with me. If you could, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you like the content. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you take care. Until next time, I'll see ya.